Last night when you got your fourth foul, did you tell him you wanted to stay in the game? Because I was a little surprised that he left you there.
Oh, no, he left me.
So there was no discussion about coming out?
Mm-hmm. Is that another example of how to learn to play with fouls?
Yeah, probably early in the season he would have took me out because I probably would have got a fifth foul. I mean, just being smarter on defense as well.
He said last night that he said something to you about they're going to come at you and you're going to have to make foul shots, and that you said you could make them. I mean, can you describe how that went from your
I knew they were going to, like, the ball was going to me late in the game, and I knew they were just going to foul because I wasn't making free throw shots early in the game, but I'm knocked down, so I mean, came out with a win.
You know, DeMarcus, in years past, prior to this rule, someone like you probably would have just gone right out of high school. You would have been talked about as a lottery pick. So how much has this year helped you, regardless of what your decision is, better prepare you to be able to play in the NBA?
At the next level.
It helped out a lot. I mean, I believe everybody needs a year of college. It just helps you mature as a player and as an individual. I mean, as a team player as well. So I believe everybody needs a year of college.
In what ways have you matured as a person, not just
I mean, I just handle situations better than I would have in high school. And I mean, I just grown up as a man, basically.
How would you have handled it in high school?
I really don't know. I mean, it just depends on what the situation was.
Is there more of a sense of urgency to really get to Indy and win it because you guys know that this team might not be together much longer? Because next year Kentucky could be a lot different. A lot of these guys could be gone.
I mean, it is a sense of urgency. I mean, this has been our main goal. I mean, when we first came in, Kyle asked us what our goals were this year, and everybody said the same thing, to win the national championship. And that's all we're focused on right now.
You're kind of amazed how this whole thing came together, the pieces of this puzzle. I mean, you could have been at UAB, you could have been all over the place, and Wall could have been Memphis. Just how, when you look back at how it all fit.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, it's crazy because I mean we were in a situation where I was supposed to be at UAB. That was messed up. I went to Memphis. That got messed up. I'm like, what are we doing? This is a crazy college. I mean, and now we're here.
How much was there any conversation between you during your recruiting process?
Me and John basically were going to go to the same school regardless. I mean, we were even considering NC State, but I mean, we were going to go to the same school.
And when did you guys decide that? How did you come up?
I mean, we've been cool since like when we were 14. That's when we first met. And I mean, we just decided we wanted to play with each other.
Is that during the AAU circuit?
Yes, sir.
Is that when he hit 63 in a game in that tournament, right? John had 63 in a game in that tournament right before they played you. Is that right? You remember that?
I'm not.
Okay. Yeah.
DeMarcus, tell me about West Virginia. How are they going to play against you guys, and how are you guys going to play against them?
I mean, we really haven't went over our strategy yet because we haven't had practice yet. But, I mean, I believe they're going to try to play us physically and try to make sure we stay off the boards.
Now, when you guys play against Connecticut, another Big East team, that was a battle at MSG. Now you're playing, with a bid to the Final Four on the line. Talk about playing against, those Big East teams, a little different from the SEC.
The Big East, I mean, they're tough team. They were very tough this year. I mean, just the whole conference. And, I mean, it's a tough conference. It's a tough conference and there's some tough teams in that conference. But, I mean, we just gonna go out and play it like it's any other game.
What kind of confidence did you come out of Madison Square Garden with after such a great night against them?
I really believe that's when we started rolling. Like after that and the North Carolina game, I mean, and that confidence we just never looked back and we just kept going and getting better.
Marcus, do you expect it to be anything like the Louisville game on the physicality of it?
I mean, you said the
physicality of it. Do you expect it to be like the Louisville game was?
Yeah, I mean, they said the Big East is very physical, and I mean, Louisville came out being physical, so I expect the same thing from West Virginia.
And you realize that they got 3 or 4 guys to use fouls on you in that game. I mean, they'll use Thurman, they'll use Kaliskli, they'll use not Flowers, the other guy, Danny Jennings. You talk about people grabbing.
I mean, bring them.
Can you talk about the older players, Patterson, Moan, Patrick, or Perry, what they did to sort of make the team work as a cohesive unit when new guys came in and took a lot of minutes?
I mean, they accepted us. I mean, they could have been tight, well, no, we're not going to this. We've been here. We're not going to let freshmen come in and take over. But, I mean, they just accepted us, and they accepted that we earned our role in the team. And it just made it so much easier for the team.
I'm talking about maturity there. Can you remember the first time Cal kind of got in your face and you had to kind of realize?
First day of practice.
How'd you handle it?
I mean, I can't really remember. I know it was something small, and I was like, this is going to be a long year. But, I mean, I'm used to it now. I mean, just an everyday thing.
Is it that 6 a.m. practice through 6:30 where you started lunch?
I believe we only had like one of those.
Yeah, just to get your attention.
Yeah, but I mean, that's just expected to happen. I mean, you know you're gonna get yelled at for something. So.